Welcome back to another Habs Daily News with the hockey coach Coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 26. It's all about Martin Saint-Louis signing a new contract as the head coach. I'm going to talk about his press conference and also a resume of the Canadiens met the media yesterday. So don't go nowhere. But before we start, you know the drill. You've been here before. Please click on the like, subscribe to the show, sharing this video, and finally, below this video, tell me what you think about the episode number 26. Here we go. Today, we're going to talk about Martin Saint-Louis signing a new contract for 3 years as the head coach for the Montreal Canadiens. We're going to talk about Ken Hughes' session when he met the media yesterday. I'm going to give you a resume of both of them. We're going to talk about little bit information about the Laval Rockets. Then at the end, we're going to talk about the NHL Combine very quickly. And of course, the NHL playoff third round. Today, we heard from the Montreal Canadiens the biggest news, honestly, of the summer so far. The Martin Saint-Louis signed a 3-year contract. He became the 32 head coach for the Montreal Canadiens history. We know Saint-Louis signed with the Montreal Canadiens. It was announced February 9, 2022, the interim head coach for the Montreal. His record is 14-19-4. If you follow me, I did a video about Martin Saint-Louis a couple of hours ago. Just check this video. It's a little bit more deeper about Martin Saint-Louis contract and information. What it's all about for him, for me, is really a teacher, an educator. He have a lot of experience as a hockey player before. You know, he played over 1,134 game in NHL, 391 goals with 642 assists for a total of 1,033 3 points in NHL. We know what he accomplished. He have a great mindset. He can teach the players off ice, on ice, and that's, I believe, is a great asset for Martin Saint-Louis with the Montreal Canadiens. Now, I want to mention what he said this morning. I'm going to resume his press conference. He met the media by Zoom. This negotiation with the Montreal Canadiens guy took very quickly. It did not too long. The reason why he did not announce a couple of weeks ago is because everybody was busy. Martin Saint-Louis back with his family. He traveled a lot with his son, play at AAA, U14. And at the same time, he let Hughes, Gordon do their own stuff. They knew they had to travel around draft players for the upcoming preparation. And he said, look, the schedule was just too busy for both of us. We just wait until it was the right time and appropriate for everything settled down a little bit. He said, look, that's the reason we did. He didn't want to mention the amount of this contract. Someone asked him about this. He didn't want to mention about this. He wants to build a culture. That's all about what he wants to accomplish with the Montreal Canadiens. He said, look, to build a great culture, a great foundation, and then go from there. And for me, that's what is the most important thing for my upcoming season. It's all about the preparation with the plan for the training camps coming the next couple of months. For me, that's something we need to be sure I'm ready for August and September. Second thing, he talked about engage in the process daily. He said, look, we know it will take time. It's not something going to happening right away. It will take possible months and months, maybe year to year before we reach the level we want to be. But we need to be sure we engage with the process at the daily, one day at a time. And inside that process, we have a plan, we have goals. It's about advance the development for each one of them, individual players and as a team together and as an organization together. And that's really important about this. He mentioned about inside the culture guy, it's what they're looking for and what kind of team they want to be. And that's what something he said at the end, be realistic with this at the same time. We understand right now we're not ready to win the Stanley Cup. We just finished last in the standing. But we have to be sure we are realistic with our goal at the same time with the process we do on the daily basis. That's something smart for him. He said, example, one concept at a time. So when he showed up, he said the concept was try to and bring to the team. It was play 5 versus 5. I really did not try to make the power play better, because every time we do something, we have to go for the concept A. And before we go to concept B, we need to be sure the concept A is great and we know what we need to do. So he said, what I'm really proud of what we accomplished from my first day until the end of the season is the players, he called them the boys, enjoyed to come to the ring. Whatsoever it was, the winning or losing, whatever they knew there was at the end, at the bottom of the standing, there was no worry about the standing. They want to be sure to come to the practice with happiness, with joy, and they have a good time. And that's what for me was, for him, it was really important about this. And I'm very proud of them for what they did during the 2 months and a half I was with the team. So he said, look, that's something we have to continue for the upcoming season. Then finally, for the last thing, he said, I don't expect to add anybody on my coaching staff at that moment. Now, I know one thing, I'm not going to change anyone we have. We're going to return all we have last season coming back next season. He said, look, and I'm going to remove myself here. I have to prove I'm a good coach. I think I have the qualities to be a good coach, but I have to prove it. So when he was trying to say that, someone asked him about what he learned and how he qualified himself as a good coach. He said, look, I know I can become a great coach in NHL, but now it's time for me to prove it, who I want to be as a coach in NHL. So I think I like that answer for him. Look, Montreal Canadiens have 3 years with Martin St. Louis. I know we need to be patient as a fans. We're not going to be a playoff team next season yet. Now, I want to move on now, guys, on the resume of the Ken Hughes interview, press conference he did yesterday. It's one question, and I just tried to resume this in 3 minutes for you guys. They asked him who is going to be in charge about the draft pick, everybody. He said, look, we have full confidence, and we believe on Martin Lapointe and Bobrov are in charge about the draft. So we're going to have all the players, the people around them, but at the end, they are the ones going to give us the best, potentially, who we need to pick for the upcoming NHL Draft 2022. They asked him about the rumor about they don't want to draft any player from Russia. He said, no, it's not true. Matter of fact, we met one already this morning for 15 minutes. I got Carey Price. He said, no decision. He don't expect anything before the middle of July. So we have to see what's happening. He said, look, we are transparent with this situation right now. It's all about Carey Price. Carey Price have to get what he need to be ready for upcoming year, July. Another question was all about Logan Mailloux. William Mailloux was drafted by the Montreal Canadiens by Trevor Timmins and by Marc Bergevin last season at the NHL Draft 2021. He said, look, we are looking right now to not offer him any contract before 2023, and we focus to learn more about his own development as a human being, not as a hockey player. It was a short answer. He doesn't want to go deeper with that part of there. Really curious about this going to be at the next couple of months case about Logan Mailloux. He mentioned also, if the opportunity come and show up for the Montreal Canadiens, it's possible they trade to go to draft up. So example, we could possibly trade 2 picks and to get a lower pick at sometimes during this upcoming draft. So it's something we have to follow up. Now we have to move on to the Laval Rocket update. Joshua Roy, after he got eliminated 2 days ago, he got the invite by the team for the Rocket to join the team. Last season in 66 games, he had 119 points. And in 11 games, he have 23 points during the playoff. He's going to be at the Laval this morning, and we'll see if he's going to join the team as the good opportunity for him, for Joshua Roy, to be around the Laval Rocket for the rest of the playoff. We also know for the Laval Rocket, they announced Mathis Norlander is out for the upcoming round series, possible for the rest of the playoff in American Hockey League with another party. Possible is a concussion, but we don't hear anything else from the Laval Rockets. Third round NHL playoff start yesterday, and Colorado Avalanche beat the Edmonton Oilers by a crazy score of 8-6. Yes, 8-6. Colorado take the lead 1-0 in the playoff, the best of 7. And the second series of the third round start tonight in the Madison Square Garden at the Big Apple. The Rangers host the Tampa Bay Lightning, the winner of the Stanley Cup in the last 2 seasons. Another great series to follow up. We're going to be live, play-by-play. We invite you to join us at 8 o'clock Eastern Time tonight. Finally, for the next episode, we're going to talk about Logan Cooley and also the NHL Combine. We know the NHL Combine is right now live from Monday to Friday this week, and every team can meet each players, and they're going to get some result about their testing. Guys, this complete the episode 26 for the Habs Daily News with the hockey coach, local friendship for the Hockey Nation Live Show. We talk about Martin Saint-Louis, we talk about Ken Hughes, a couple updates for the Laval Rocket and the NHL playoff. Until then, we want to remind you, of course, you have greatness inside of you. And please, before we leave, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the show. If you finally leave me a comment below this video. Until then, we wish you an amazing, great day, everybody.